That was so much fun, ladies and gentlemen. I could run through this wall behind me. Don't get me wrong. Whenever the Lions win, I'm always ready to just plow through this wall behind me. But this one, as we're about to talk about, this one feels so good. And it also feels so good to come in front of this camera after this game and say these beautiful words. Throw up the W's, ladies and gentlemen, live from Detroit. It's Saturday night. Detroit Lions win at home over the Denver Broncos. Final score 42-17. You want to know why I'm so excited after this victory? Outside of the fact that, it is a Detroit Lions victory. Again, I'm always excited when the Lions win. But you want to know why this one just feels so extra sweet? It's because of how dominant this win was. It's because this was exactly the type of win and the exact type of performance and game we wanted to see from this Detroit Lions team. Go back to last week's video after the loss in Chicago to the Bears. What did I say in that video? Ever since the Baltimore game, even when we've won, there's always been a but. The Raiders game, for example, on Monday Night Football, we won, but we really just didn't play that well. We should have won by a lot more than what we did. The Chargers game, we won, but the defense didn't play well at all. There's always been a but with every win since the Baltimore game. With the way this Lions team has played over the last month or so, we need to see this team have a game, have a performance, and have a win where there's no but after the victory, where it's just a complete dominant win and both sides of the ball really shine, And that's exactly what we saw tonight. That is exactly what we saw tonight, and that's why I'm so effing excited right now. Not to mention, we are getting so much closer to being crowned the NFC North champions. Shout out to the Cincinnati Bengals. We see you. Anyway, going back to the Lions. Offensively, defensively, really dominant tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I want to start with the defense. There's a lot to talk about with the offense, but I specifically want to start with the defense. For those of you who are so loud when Aaron Glenn and this defense struggle, I'm just saying you better be as loud after a game like this, where Aaron Glenn coached his butt off and was fantastic. And the defensive players were awesome, and they executed the game plan so well on that football field. As loud as you are criticizing them, you better be as loud celebrating them after this victory tonight and after this performance. Aaron Glenn was fantastic. The defense as a whole was phenomenal, I thought. Pitched a shutout in the first half, 17 points overall for the Denver Broncos. How many yards of offense do they have in this game? It wasn't even 300, right? Yeah, 287, not even 300. Man, we were getting pressure. AG was dialing up blitzes, DB blitzes. We were getting pressure. We were getting sacks. We got a turnover in this game. It was the first Denver drive of the game. What a start for the defense. Just what a performance overall from this defense today. This is what I've always said about this Detroit Lions defense. A lot of you thought I was crazy for saying it, but I believed it to be true, and we saw it tonight. This defense, I know, is capable of being better than what we have seen from them over the last number of games. The defense we saw in the first half of the season and the second half of last season, we saw them tonight. When this defense is rolling, this football team can obviously do some damage and win a lot of football games. What a job by the defense. Shout out to Aaron Glenn. Shout out to the defense as a whole. But two players specifically I want to give some love to. Ifontu Melifonwu, Josh Paschal. Iffy was awesome in this football game. His big play, obviously, again, first drive of the game for Denver. Iffy, strip sack, forced fumble, and then Isaiah Buggs, shout out to him too, got the fumble recovery and took it back for like, what was it, 33? 33 yards. That was a big play early on in the game, and Iffy, as a whole, played well again tonight. Shout out to Iffy. Shout out to Josh Paschal, because we were hearing his name a lot throughout the game tonight. I'll say it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Aaron Glenn. Shout out to this defense. What a job by them tonight. And then the offense. This offense. You want to talk about a bounce back performance? It wasn't just the defense that bounced back after so many rough performances. After a rough performance last week in Chicago, this offense bounced back. The most notable stat that I will talk about with this offense: 0 turnovers. Jared Goff, 0 turnovers. Huge. Now keep it going, okay? Keep it going. Have more games like this where we don't turn the ball over. Please and thank you. 42 points. Over 400 total yards of offense. Nearly 200 yards on the ground. 185 to be exact. What a job by the offense, too. Jared Goff, JG QB1. You want to talk about a bounce back performance? He bounced back tonight. Now, don't get me wrong. It was a little shaky there in that first quarter. You know how we're always so bad in the third quarter? We were instead bad in the first quarter tonight, which I'll take it, because after those early struggles, we were pretty much rolling. JG was pretty much rolling. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. He had 5 passing touchdowns in this football game. 5! 24 for 34, 278 yards, 5 TDs, no picks. What a game for QB1. We see you, JG. I love you, man. What a bounce back performance from him tonight, ladies and gentlemen. 5 touchdowns, 3 of them, 1, 2, 3, went to Sam Laporta. Our rookies are such studs. Studs! S-T-U-D-S. Studs. Sam Laporta, 3 touchdowns. He has the most touchdowns for any tight end in the league this season as a rookie. Special stuff. Jahmyr Gibbs is special too. 11 rushes, 100 yards, 1 rushing touchdown, and he had a receiving touchdown this game too. Sam Laporta, Jahmyr Gibbs, those 2 rookies are special. What a game from them tonight. David Montgomery, he nearly had 100 yards. I can't talk right now. He nearly had 100 rushing yards in this game. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the Sun God, 7 catches, 112 yards, and 1 touchdown, in which he did a flip in the end zone. I don't quite have the athleticism to do a flip like that. If I did, I would. I would right behind me, but yeah, the Sun God, big game for him too. Last but not least, the final shout out I'll give here, Jameson Williams. We saw more J-Mo in this game. That's good. Keep it going. You know how I said keep the no turnovers going? Get J-Mo more involved, please and thank you. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, you already know I've got my Roast Number coffee with me in this video. This coffee is so good, I literally changed my shirt. All jokes aside though, this really is the best cup of coffee I've personally ever had. I start each and every morning with a cup of Roast Number, and let me tell you, there is no other way I want to start my morning than with my Roast Number coffee. I love coffee. And for my fellow coffee lovers out there, whether you prefer your coffee hot or cold, I really cannot recommend Roast Number enough. They got the best farmers out in Guatemala and Honduras, the best roaster out in Grand Rapids, Michigan, all to help bring you the best cup of coffee possible. It even says on their website, our goal is to bring you the best cup of coffee. They got their whole bean ground coffee, which is the coffee I personally prefer because I enjoy a hot cup of coffee over cold. But they also got their nitro cold brew, which is also excellent in my opinion. Even for someone who really doesn't drink a lot of cold coffee, Roast Number's nitro cold brew is so good. If you're a coffee lover like me, give Roast Number a try. Visit our website, roastnumber.com. Link in the description below. On your coffee order, you can always use my coupon code TonyD to save yourself 20% off. And thank you, as always, to Roast Number for sponsoring this video. Let's go. Delicious. Yeah, that was fun. That was so much fun, ladies and gentlemen. Ford Field was rocking tonight. Shout out to the best fans in the world. Detroit Lions fans, Ford Field was absolutely rocking tonight. You can just tell on TV, that place was so loud and electric. Wait until we host a playoff game there. You thought tonight was crazy? Oh my goodness. I can't wait for that, but we still have some more business to take care of. Mainly, next week in Minnesota against the Vikings. Let's get it done. Let's get win number 11 on the season. Let's potentially, I don't know if we just need to beat Minnesota to win the North. I don't know the exact scenarios. If you do, be sure to comment down below. But yeah, let's beat Minnesota. Let's potentially clinch a division. Let's go. That's all I got for you, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy this one. We'll see you throughout the week on Twitter, and we'll see you video-wise next Sunday after the game in Minnesota. As always, let's freaking go Lions, baby.